There it is.
Those tanks massing at the border?
Right.
Just run.
Yeah.
Be like the French.
Like Rommel. We came in. We flattened them out like a Japanese earthquake. Ron and Ron got hit by a Japanese earthquake.
That's a devastation.
Ron and Ron.
They're still digging out.
The two Rons. Ron squared. Unbelievable. Like Colin Ferguson on the Long Island Railroad, we wiped them out. Right, Robin? That's right.
When does he get around to OJ?
Yeah, like OJ. We sliced them off the planet. That's right. Like OJ. Colin Ferguson still breathes, and so does OJ. That's amazing to me. That's fair. But, of course, the woman who drove the two kids into the lake, she's going to get the gas chamber.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
She's going to be tried on that charge anyway.
Well, I would say she's going to get it because she confessed. And
she wouldn't even offer a plea yesterday. You know, when they told her, you have to enter a plea, her lawyer said, well, she's not going to plead. So the judge had to offer, put in a not guilty plea for her.
Why wouldn't she plea?
I don't know what they're up to.
Ron and Ron had less chance than those two kids in the back of the car. Right, Robin? Like two little children strapped into the back of a car. Ron and Ron went down into the lake that is ratings. Right, guys? Right. Like Jackie in the bathroom with a handful of toilet paper, we wiped them out. Right? Big wad of papers.
You're making me not want to think about what we did.
Yeah.
No, but with Susan Smith, I think you have to plead not guilty when when you could be executed.
Diarrhea.
So whether she entered a plea or not, they had to plead her not guilty.
Wow. Good for you, Robin. Well, you know that.
I'm just sitting here thinking.
Good for you. How do you do it? In between writing a book and all of your other duties, you still know about Susan Smith. How do you do it? How do you duty it?
What are my duties?
Your duties, your ablutions. Hello, Dominic called me last night. He goes,
listen, you know what we're going to do for the Super Bowl party this year? This year, we go over to the hotel, we have a card game, and we watch the game. Who needs girls? You don't really want that.
I was like, what? Get off my phone. Are you nuts?
He wants to be your girl.
Obviously a fat man talking. I was thinking about it. Whenever we go to Scores with Dominic, or we ever have strippers, or we have massage girls, Dominic doesn't do anything. I said, he's just so uptight about his body and how fat he is that he
assumes that nobody wants to touch him, and he just stays away. He doesn't even bother.
So girls aren't any fun for him.
But he must get off on watching other people.
That Honorable Elijah Muhammad is right. Nothing I have ever taken. It's the medicine. Right. You see, it's the medicine that has cured me of all my ills. Yes, because I was a sick man. That's right. And when I embraced the teachings of Honorable Elijah Muhammad, these teachings cured me of these ills. Right. I'm a well man now. Right. And I feel good. That's right. As long as you stay with the doctor, you continue to. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, can I have that tape?
Really?
Hey, where'd you get that? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, where'd you get that tape?
I got that from PBS.
Who's this, King of All Blacks?
It's Big Black.
Oh, Big Black.
Big Black.
Hey, Big Black, you got to send me that. That's funny. Did you guys hear that?
Where is that from? What kind of a show was that?
Big Black, where is that from?
That was from a documentary on Malcolm X.
Oh.
It's like from back in the 60s.
Really?
Was that Malcolm X?
No, that was...
If it is, all black people are abandoning him in droves.
They did an interview with some blacks on the street back in the 60s.
Oh.
And this guy was speaking.
So some dude was talking about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad?
Yeah.
I wonder if the Honorable Elijah Muhammad looked anything like the guy in the Spike Lee movie.
He sort of did, yeah. He had that funny hat with all the moons and crescents and all that stuff all over it. He wore that all the time.
It looked like he had a mushroom head.
Yeah.
A Lucky Charms hat.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Like a Lucky Charms hat.
You should have heard how he spoke, too.
Hey, can you send me that tape? Because I'd like to play that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, Ralph, did you bring in that tape that I wanted you to bring in for the beginning of the show? You nitwit. I told him for 10 days to bring it in.
Yeah, I got a problem with Ralph. I want to ask him a question. Is he coming in?
I don't know.
Now he is.
Dude, where's that thing I need for the show?
I got it. It's on CD. You want me to have?
Yeah, why don't you go? Yeah, go do it now. Quick as a bunny.
Wait,
quick as a berry.
Hey, Howard.
What?
I want to ask him why he was laughing at me.
Who?
At the party.
Please, just play that tape again.
What do you think?
Play it again?
Yeah, take a look at yourself in the mirror.
Did you see him dancing?
Who? Big Black?
Yeah. Oh, boy. That's probably why Ross was laughing.
Did anybody get that on tape?
He dances like he dresses.
Oh, really? Like a white man?
Yeah.
I thought I danced
like a white
good.
golfer.
I thought I danced good. I didn't dance good?
Oh.
See, Robin was checking you out because, you've asked her out a couple of times, so she wanted to see your moves.
Yeah?
And I certainly couldn't be seen on the dance floor with you.
Oh, come on, Rob.
You know what Robin said to me? You are God's cruelest joke.
Oh, man. Explain yourself, Rob.
You know what it is, my friend? You can't be a nice... this is a nice brother. This is just one of those guys who, wears a nice golf shirt. He's not the hippest black guy on the planet. He doesn't, he doesn't do gangster rap or anything. And right away, the girls don't want him.
Well, Debbie danced with me. I was dancing with Debbie Tay.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't go home with her either.
Debbie dances with Martians.
Yeah. All right, dude, just play that tape again. Let's not go into your pathetic life.
All right.
You dance like a white man.
The teachings of Elijah Muhammad is like nothing I have ever taken. It's a medicine. Right. You see, it's a medicine that has cured me of all my ills. Yeah, because I was a sick man. That's right. And when I embraced the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, these teachings cured me of these ills. Right. I'm a well man now. Right. And I feel good. That's right. As long as you stay with the doctor, you continue. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what? All these years that you have done your black impression,
right.
I said, Belle, that is the broadest black impression I have ever heard. But that was you on that tape.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've been waiting to play that.
Everybody in my neighborhood talked like that. That's why
I've never heard that before.
That's why when we first got together and the critics used to say Howard Stern is doing racial stereotyping by doing that voice on the air, imitating black people, I said, I'm just imitating everybody I ever heard. I don't know what they're talking about. Why is that racist? This is this funny dialect.
Well, I really never heard a person talk like that before.
And everybody in Roosevelt talk. Even I talk like that.
Maybe that's a Roosevelt thing.
Yes, sir. Are those guys from Roosevelt? Hello, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm glad you people thought it was funny, because I've been laughing at that for years now. I thought I was the only one.
Can you get us a copy of that?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Now, I tried to do you a favor to honor you on your birthday and get through to Tom Snyder last night.
Yeah.
I was on hold, but I never got to talk. I want to talk to Reverend King's daughter.
Right.
I was going to tell her, what can we do about stopping the outbreak of Howard Stern's penis, but never got on the stage with her.
Now, would that have been right?
Yeah, I was watching the news. They did like a lot of Dr. King stuff.
Yeah.
That same speech.
Yeah, I have a dream speech.
Yeah, I have a dream speech. And
free at last, free at last.
Showtime was doing a whole black programming yesterday. They showed Malcolm X, Lean on Me, and then some other.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Rascals. I think.
Little Rascals.
All I know is I love that holiday. That's my favorite holiday because all the black people are calm that day. They don't get angry. They have their day. Thank God somebody gave somebody a day there in the black community because it was getting really nasty. All these white men, we celebrate their day. What about a black man? I say, I wish they would have 12 days for black people.
One a month?
One a month. One a month to get ready for. I'm all for it.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep going to the doctor.
I'm telling you. If that will calm things, if that'll calm everyone down, I'm all for it.
That's right.
You can't be against Martin Luther King Day. I see some white people in secret.
They're still all against it.
They're all against. They all get upset. They go, "What kind of holiday is this?"
Hey,
all the other holidays are for presidents. Guys like Columbus.
Who's like a guy like Columbus?
Columbus was technically the first president of this country. He found it.
But at least this keeps the natives quiet, huh?
Oh, I'm just saying, everybody needs a day. Do you understand psychology? Do you understand?
Yeah, I majored
Big Blackie,
in psychology.
Do you understand psychology?
I majored in it.
All right, you majored in psychology? What school was that?
Bosie's.
Bosie's. So what school was that, Big Blackie?
Washington University.
There you go, Washington University. So you understand what I'm talking about. Everybody needs a day.
Washington University, where is that?
St. Louis.
Oh.
Because the blacks, Washington University is in St. Louis. Don't figure that out. That's a screwy college. Hey, where's St. Louis University in Washington? Alaska. Well, all I know is, Robin, everybody needs a day. People don't realize this. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter what the guy did.
Well, where is the Hispanic Day?
Yeah, well,
It's coming.
it'll come. It's coming.
You got your Irish St. Patrick's, your Italian Columbus.
Right. Yeah. Well, St. Patrick's is not a national holiday.
But
St.
the Irish,
Patrick's is a...
but the Irish treat it as if it is one.
Well, that's business.
They just take the day off and go to a party.
And vomit.
And what about the Japanese and other Asian peoples?
Well, they have their own country, so...
They have like don't the Chinese have a New Year and they take that day off in the middle of July.
Yeah, but black people needed a holiday desperately. Because Martin Luther King isn't even the greatest black man that lived.
Who was?
The guy who created the cotton gin.
That was Eli Whitney.
Exactly.
He was
wasn't
white.
black.
Oh, was he? Eli Whitney Day.
But he stole it from a black man.
Now, who was the guy who invented the peanut?
George Washington Carver.
George Washington Carver.
Peanut.
He thought of
He took peanut shells and was able to give you a blood transfusion.
2,000 uses. One of them was
You are so confused.
he could take peanuts and make shoes out of them. I know that was one of them.
Yeah, he actually took peanuts and made shoes.
peanut shoe.
Yeah, the peanut shoe. How many white guys have done something like that? The greatest guy was this George Washington Carver, who also developed some heart valve or something.
No.
Yeah.
That was somebody named Drew.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Nancy.
Nancy.
Now, hold on. I got my black history all confused. Yes, sir. Well, all right, very good. Enough about the blacks. I got to move on.
Well, we played one of our Black History Minutes this morning, and I thought that was wonderful.
Yeah. Well, we tried.
It was Larry Fine helping Martin Luther King write his speech.
Yeah, that's great. We should play that again. I missed it.
Great.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the fight that King of All Blacks almost got into with this reporter from the Daily News?
No, what happened?
Gorilla should be able to tell you about it. He was there, too.
All right. You know what? Let me move on. Is this any good, Gary? Do you know about this?
I just know that there was an argument and almost a fist fight, but I don't know what it was.
Really?
Yeah, Captain James called this guy over and started talking to him, and then King of All Blacks was in the way, and he was telling the guy, hey, slow down, man, because he was screaming over him.
This is going on at my birthday show. This is when you invite, like, wacky listeners to get in fights with newspaper reporters.
Out of control people.
Even though we had our number one role model.
You know what was really cool this year? Since nobody could drink till 8 o'clock, and everyone was hammered by 8:20. They just tried to catch up.
Yeah, right. That was kind of weird that no one could drink. I like it when the audience is drunk.
Apparently there's a rule in the hotel. You can't serve liquor until 8 o'clock in the morning.
You know, I have an idea in case you ever do another birthday show.
I won't.
Not that you would, but maybe the next time we do it from like a real studio with real seats so that the audience would actually have to sit there and be quiet and actually pay attention to what we do.
You really think you want that?
I don't know.
You really think
and then
for that.
then it would be funny to see what they laugh at and what they applaud at. We've never actually done that on radio.
That's true.
You know, I was just thinking about that. We might find out for the first time that we're really not as funny as we think we are.
It might ruin our careers. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, you know what? Screw that idea.
But everyone has to get E and see the show, man. It's great, especially the midgets dancing.
Did you see the birthday show?
I didn't see it on E because I don't get E.
Oh.
But being live, I know how great it's going to be to see the midgets dancing, especially with the cop that posed in Playboy.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that was good. When she picked him up and started dirty dancing with him. Yeah, I know that the one of the birthday shows aired last night. I haven't seen it either. Frustrates me that I can't get E.
Have you seen, there's a photo, you know, we had pictures taken at the birthday show. Have you seen the photograph of the littlest midget, Marty dancing with Carol?
Yeah.
And he's got, I don't know how to explain it, except to say you could see how excited he is.
Yeah, right. Oh, is he really aroused?
Oh, my God.
Really?
It's just unbelievable.
Is it huge?
Well, yeah.
Really?
For a little guy.
For a midget.
Relatively speaking.
Relatively.
But you know what? Also in those pictures, you see how many liberties you can take when you're that little.
Oh, right. Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
Hands all over.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He was like upper dressed.
Yeah. You forget that it's a guy.
Yeah, he was right in front of me. I couldn't believe what he was doing.
When a midget starts feeling up a girl on the dance floor, it's like, oh, he's just a midget.
Yeah,
who cares?
isn't that cute?
Yeah, he can't do anything.
Like a toy.
Yeah, it's just like a puppet.
I mean, because after a while, she just picked him up and started dancing with him.
You know what we ought to do? We ought to take Marty one day for the E! show, dress him up like the Jackie puppet, and then all of a sudden, like, have him start moving around in the chair a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like freak people out. Hey! I came to life.
Pinocchio.
Anyway, okay, so let's wrap up. We all agree that who agrees with me that the Martin Luther King Day was absolutely necessary, or black people would be totally pissed off?
I do.
All right.
In fact, you know what they do around you know what they do around the country now? They did it in New York yesterday.
Yeah.
What?
NBA has afternoon games, so everybody who's off for the day can go.
Yeah.
Like the Nets played the Knicks at 1:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
Afternoon basketball game?
Yeah, because to honor Martin Luther King. I told you.
You know what somebody said? I heard one of the news or the sportscast this morning, and I guess the Knicks beat the Nets.
Right.
And the sportcaster started off the story by saying, I guess the Nets didn't want to play on Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah. Oh, did you notice crime was down yesterday? Did you see?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was down.
Well, everything was down.
Is that true?
He doesn't know. He's making that up.
No, that is true. I do know. I'm telling you. Nothing happened
My
to
job
me.
to do like that because all the blacks were at home.
The next big holiday will be the George Washington Carver holiday. I'm telling you, this was the greatest black man that ever lived. This guy invented 390 uses for the peanut. And, ironically, George Washington Carver died not knowing that you can eat peanuts. That was the wild thing. The guy never figured out that you could actually eat the thing.
One thing we could all figure
Yeah, right.
out he missed.
He's making shoes. He made cigarettes, oils,
everything.
cancer treatment, clothing, rope,
Venetian blinds.
toothpaste out of peanuts, and he never knew you could eat them.
You got to get a real history book and see exactly what he did discover.
We did that once.
Yeah, we ought to get that again. That was pretty good. I forget already.
It was kind of funny because he did everything with the peanut.
Right. Except eat it. Hey, if OJ gets off, I hear there's talk of a Johnny Cochran Day. All right. Hey, thank you, Big Black.
All right. Also, I'd like to thank Jan.
Oh, come on.
King of Cable's on the phone. Yeah, he made a couple of phony phone calls last night.
King of Cable?
Good morning, Howard. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning.
Good morning.
First, I called On the Mark, which is a simulcast on C-SPAN, and when I call this guy normally, he, censors me off on the radio, but all of it got out on C-SPAN.
All right, let me hear that.
Okay.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Gelman. It's a little adventure on the Mark, and we're going all across America today. Glad to have you with us. And it's an open phone Friday, as always. And
Phone Friday.
Right into the phones. Talk to Leroy in Dale City, Virginia. How are you?
Fine, I'm watching you on C-SPAN right now.
You are?
Yeah, I sure would. I'd like to thank Howard Stern rules, jerk off.
Oh, there you go. We only took one. Thanks, Dave.
I felt the end.
I like when he goes, what's the name of the show? The Mark?
On the Mark.
On the Mark. And his name is Mark?
Mark,
Yeah.
it's on the Mark.
We're here with the On the Mark show, and it's Open Phone Friday.
I like that. What?
Was that the first call?
Yep, it sure was.
His big shot on C-SPAN. A lot of the DJs all excited they're on C-SPAN.
Yeah, I know, and there I go, going the show.
But does that mean that during the rest of the week there are no open phones?
Right. Yeah, this is just Open Phone Friday.
Right.
It's a special day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Open Phone Friday for the weekend.
What is
It's
it
open phone.
every other day?
And the guy said, it's Open Phone Friday. It's like he swallowed his own tongue, you know? It was like those guys who yuck it up like that. So you always expect them to, choke on their own tongues.
It's Open Phone I know
It's open. I gotta hear that guy again. It's on the Mark. Just take the first couple of lines.
Okay, sure.
I don't need the phone call.
It's on the Mark.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Gelman. It's a little adventure on the Mark, and we're going all across America today. Glad to have you with us. And it's an open phone Friday, as always. And let's jump right into the phone.
Let's jump right into the phone.
We're jumping into the phone.
I think he's got the microphone right down into his lungs. You know.
It's Open Phone Friday. We're on the Mark. Take a little adventure.
Little adventure on the Mark.
We're taking a little adventure on the Mark.
Where's that show from?
It's from Arlington, Virginia.
Wow.
It's on WAVA, but they put it on C-SPAN.
I thought AVA is a religious program.
It is. It normally is, but they decided to put it on. They decided to do an open phone Friday since it was a special day since they're on C-SPAN.
Oh, so he usually does a religious show?
Well, yeah, mostly they talk about, I don't know, abortion and that kind of stupid
I got to tell you, I really love Jesus H. Christ. Here on Open Phone Friday. He's so great.
Yucking it up for Jesus?
Yeah, let's take another call about Jesus. If you think Jesus was a really good guy, give us a call, and we'll discuss it. If you don't like Jesus, you might want to stay off this program.
Jesus is your personal savior.
Yeah, give us a call. Hey, who loved what the pontiff was wearing last week on his weekly address? You know why? When I met the pontiff, he had that big smoking pocketbook that I love so much.
These usually aren't pontiff people.
Yeah.
These are those holy rotos.
Yeah, right.
With snakes.
Yeah, screw the pontiff. Where's my snake? Let's get some real action going on the mark.
You know, I think I saw that guy last week or something. They put him on a lot. Because it was a religious show, but he was trying to be, contemporary.
A little bit more secular.
Yeah. And
those C-SPAN simulcasts are so boring.
Yeah, he'll actually, try to make it seem like a talk show, but he'll slip in the word of God, about abortion.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking a human life like that is murder. It really is. And anyone who doesn't believe that is a hypocrite. Because that is murdering. Once the child is conceived, we have to... Shut up. Just shut up. Any guy who has a job on a religious broadcast station means nobody else wants him. That's what I think. Although maybe, I don't know, Captain Frank used to work at NBC, and then he went religious.
He went to a religious station, didn't he?
He talked like that, too.
But he got weird.
Yeah.
Everything was God bless and God be with you. He just flip him in.
At NBC, we worked with this guy who was, bachelor, a good-looking guy, too.
He had been a real bachelor.
Yeah, he was a real bachelor. Every chick wanted him. I mean, can you imagine? NBC afternoon DJ. Young, handsome, had his own house.
Had his hair.
Yeah. I mean, good-looking guy. Every girl wanted him, and, then all of a sudden, one day he walked in, God bless you.
Did a complete flip.
Yeah, and I needed him to announce something and had the word breast in it. I was doing a gay Lone Ranger, and he says, Howard... I must tell you, I don't feel comfortable with the material. I said, since when do you have a value judgment to make? Just read it, Frank.
Did he read it?
No. It was a big argument we had. And I went to NBC management, and they said, well, hey, look, Frank has found religion. I go, this week. What about next week?
How long
is this going to last? And every minute, God bless you, Howard. God bless you.
Remember when we used to bring him into the studio, and you used to say things to him to see if he would crack.
Yeah, I'd say.
He would just say, God bless you, Howard.
Yeah, I'd say, hey, Frank, vagina. Oh my!
You,
and then 2 weeks, 2 weeks earlier, he'd been totally into vagina. Now it was now you couldn't even say it around him without him going, oh my.
He used to taunt him with that girl that he was really hot for that worked there.
Yeah, Betsy.
Wouldn't crack though.
No.
And that killed her because she was in love with him.
And he left NBC and went and became a religious broadcaster.
Yeah.
He did a religious morning show. Go figure that one out. If you love Jesus, stay tuned. Quack, quack. Hey, get any more phone calls?
Yeah, I sure do. I have another one. I called Jim Bohannon, who was also on C-SPAN.
Okay.
He's the guy that took over for Larry King.
Jim Bohannon, I call him also every now and then, and when he's on the radio, I don't know why he beats me off. He pushes the delay button because he doesn't like your name mentioned.
All right, let me hear.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Jim Bohannon Show as we speak in studio with Rick Smith, with Haynes Johnson and Bonnie Urbay, and we speak with Washington, D.C., someone inside the Beltway.
Good evening, Jim Bohannon.
Good evening.
I'd like to say Howard Stern rules bald. He sucks.
Well, you might say that, sir, but on the other hand, it probably didn't go out a great deal. Although, I guess it went out on C-SPAN, didn't it? He called on the one night, and our little dump button didn't work. Isn't that a shame?
Boy, everyone's so...
Anyway, we want to thank certainly whoever helped out that caller with that big 10-digit phone number as we wrap up the program here.
Hey, I think that did not, you can say that all you want, but that did not go out over the, wait a second, maybe it did go out over C-SPAN. Do real people talk like this? Sometimes I hear DJs, and I wonder, do they ever listen to how other human beings communicate?
See, when I hear DJs who talk like that, I wonder if they talk like that in real life.
Yeah, hi, honey, I'm home from work.
Well, I know that deep voice guy that we have announcing on our show.
Paul, yeah.
Paul, he talks like that in real life. Hello, Howard.
He can't help himself.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Robin.
Howard, I'd like you to meet my fiancée. I'm getting married.
Oh, Robin, good to see you again.
Yeah. Bela Lugosi. I'm going to tell you something. You know, I've been thinking about a couple of things, honey, and, you know, the way we're paying our mortgage out doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be real. I know those guys. It's not real.
It's a phony.
Yeah.
My name is Jim Bohannon, and I want to talk to you today about the following stuff.
Isn't that
what?
Isn't that the guy who sits in for Larry King and he dresses just like him?
Yeah.
Suspenders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
maybe no one will notice.
Yeah,
Larry
exactly.
King clone?
Yeah.
I'm wearing my braces. Thank you, Robin.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
I own a pair of Larry King's suspenders.
Well, why don't we take a break, Howard, and I'll tell you about his meeting with Larry King, and then you can decide whether you want to talk about it some more.
Well, you had a meeting with Larry King?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's pretty harmless.
What did you do?
I just met him, and, like, inside his office, he's got a picture of you. I took a picture of the picture that he's got.
Well, hold on a second. He ran into Larry King and told him he was a broadcasting student, so Larry invited him to spend the day with him to see how real broadcasting works.
Really?
Bingo.
Where'd you meet him?
You know, we know Larry's really into women and stuff. If you didn't know that, you would think, like, maybe he was, you know, into young boys or something, you know, but because who wastes their time with an idiot like this?
But he's so self-absorbed that he thinks that, you know, he's going to take this kid under his wing and show him the ropes.
Yeah,
But
he's going
where
to teach
did you
him.
run into him that he just picked you up like that?
Your little boy, no doubt.
Would you like to come to the studio and spend a day with me, young man? Oh. So what happened? Like, you walked up to him and said, hey, where'd you meet him?
I was downtown D.C. I went to go to the bathroom. I know he was from somewhere.
You picked you up in a men's room?
No. I go into the elevator, and there's this little guy in the corner of the elevator. This little guy, you know, like, scraps over in the corner, and Larry King in the elevator.
Larry spent the whole day with him.
Well, wait a second. So Larry King's in the elevator, and what do you say to him?
I said, hi, my name's Leroy, which is not true. I go, blah, blah, blah. I'm a broadcasting student, big fan of yours, so and so on. And and he says, well, we start talking, and he said, well, I spent the day with him at the radio station, just doing an appearance set, and then he invited me to come over to the CNN Center to his live show that night and everything, and he, you know.
And then in his office is a picture of me?
There sure is.
Really?
I took a picture of that as proof. I got plenty of good pictures of Larry.
Why would he have a picture of me in his office?
He's got a picture
Because he worships me.
Who knows? He's got pictures of his wives in there and everybody else.
All the wives.
All the people he hates. All the wives and me.
No, also he's got pictures of himself and, like, Ross Perot and everybody.
Yeah, I know. He's really impressed that he knows all these people. That's why it's so sickening that he even has that. If he didn't have that job on CNN, he'd be gone. It'd be really funny to watch the demise of Larry King. Well, anyway. All right. Hey, I got to go unless you got more phone calls.
No, but happy birthday. I'm sorry I wasn't there and everything. Okay?
All right. Thank you, my friend.
Bye.
What do you need to be at my birthday for?
Now, Jim Hall with the National Transportation Safety Board. Jim, what can you tell us at this time?
Good evening. How are you doing?
Fine, thanks.
Well, it's a lot of hectic right now. It seems the flight went down while we're heading to Raleigh-Durham Airport. So far, we believe that there's no survivors, and everyone on the plane was too busy listening to Howard Stern and Baba Booey.
Jim, did we lose the call? All right, we'll try to get further information from the NTSB as the evening goes on. As we say, the weather at the Raleigh-Durham Airport tonight was not particularly good. Karen McGinnis joins us now with an update on that. Karen?
Did we lose the call?
Oh, my. Wants him back on.
Yeah.
We'll try to get some more information besides that Howard Stern Baba Booey.
Yeah, why did the guy go into that? All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
We'll return to the Howard Stern Show after these messages. 97.1 The Eagle.
6:51 at The Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. It's 6:55 at 97.1 The Eagle.
Howard Stern.
Hold on.
Howard Stern.
I just slipped into a coma. That's okay.
I just slipped into a coma, Robin. You know, after you do the third or fourth live commercial, it happens.
I bet you're going to... You know what you'll be doing when you're Johnny Weissmuller's age, when he was running around the nursing home doing the Tarzan yell?
Yeah.
You're going to be doing commercials.
You think so? I'll be...
MHN! MHN Hair Studio! It works! Take my word for it. No, don't take my word for it. Dial 1-800-835-HAIR!
the thing you think you'll hate that you'll miss the most.
Robin? I heard Robin. Robin? Bury me with my microphone. Like Bela Lugosi with his cave. Wait. I heard Jackie. Oh. I hear Jackie. It's the old team. They've come back for me. We're going to do it again.
Who's going to go first, do you think?
Out of the group?
Yeah.
Logic would tell us Jackie, because he's the oldest, and also he takes horrible care of himself. But he's the happiest in some respects, because he smokes his pot and he has his beer.
Yeah.
And he's really excited.
Keep him alive.
Yeah, and he's really excited about clams. You know what I mean? It's like,
the beach.
The beach is my lifeblood. And plus, genetically, he comes from good stock. I mean, his mother hangs on. How many years has she been around?
She's 98.
She's 100 years old. She's an even 100. I think he's lying about her age. I think he shaved 2 years off her.
Why lie about her age?
Right. Well, if Jackie's 60, his mother's got to be at least 90. Hi-yo. Hi-yo. I don't know. Who do you think's going to die first? Probably me, because I'm just
stressed out,
and I'm always feeling like I'm having a heart attack.
I think it's going to be Baba Booey.
Do you really?
I'm going to have to find a new Baba Booey.
Why do you think Baba Booey?
Oh, my.
I don't know. I just have this feeling.
Eat himself to death.
Yeah.
His chocolates. He would be the least missed, so it would make sense for him to go. I don't even know if I'd go to the funeral.
Oh, stop it.
No, I would go.
We'd have a good time. I don't know. Who knows? Fred?
Fred looks genetically inferior. He might go first.
He might keel over on us.
Yeah, he's always having problems.
No, I think you got that. I think Fred's going to last forever.
No, when we were in Washington, Fred used to get heart palpitations. Right, Robin writes about it in her book.
Well, that was from chopping down trees.
Right. Remember that, Fred, when you...
That was an extenuating circumstance.
All right, take it easy.
There you go.
Revealing a little of Fred's personal life. Yeah, what happened was Fred had... I don't know if you remember this.
I don't think Jackie was around.
All right, so Fred...
was around, but not every day.
All right, well, Fred... This is a great story. You know how before Fred had his wife, he used to latch on to one of us for the whole weekend. First it was me. When Fred came to New York, he doesn't just, take on a new friendship.
Well, in Washington it started.
Yeah. He takes on a friendship with intense verve. Like, he'll just suck the life out of you.
It's a love affair to remember.
Right. Gary knows, because after I dumped Fred, Gary had to pick up.
But you know what? Fred dumped me.
Because Fred really doesn't... Yeah, did he really? Well, that's because he got the girlfriend.
Fred dumped me. Like a mosquito lands on you and sucks out all the blood.
Right.
Yeah, but Fred... Well, Fred, let me play your theme song.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, right. As long as I'm talking about you, I got to play the theme song.
He's a man from Mars on Earth to take a look. He can read your mind just like an open book. Yes. He's a man from Mars and he's extremely clever. Brilliant but kind in every endeavor.
Suddenly I don't feel so goofy like in Clam.
So anyway, Fred, after I gave Fred the dump, because I had kids at this point, I couldn't hang around with Fred anymore. It was too draining.
Well, what you forget is that in Washington, we had no one to put him off on.
Yeah.
So we were stuck with him.
Yeah.
And once we got to New York, at least Connecticut wasn't that far away.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, that and Fred really had no life. He would just sit in his apartment waiting for something to happen. So you'd feel bad, and you'd call Fred, and then Fred would come over. Like in a blizzard, Fred stayed at my house and then wouldn't leave. Like after here's what happened. We had a bad snowstorm.
It came in a flash.
Yeah, so I said,
Nobody
Fred...
knew it was going to happen.
Fred was parked at my house, so I said, Fred... Yeah, this was in New York. It doesn't matter. This is just an example of Fred. So, I said to Fred, stay at my house for the night because it's crazy. How are you going to get your car out? And it's too dangerous to drive.
Well, it was worse. Fred, it was snow. There were 12 inches of snow dumped on the city in an hour.
Right.
And Fred, I kept saying to Fred, are you going to try to go to Connecticut tonight? Because it was on a Friday.
Well, I haven't gotten to Connecticut yet.
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
This is why this story is important.
Right.
And he kept saying, I'm going to try.
Right.
I'm going to try.
Yeah, well, Fred had nowhere to go on weekends, so he used to go back to Connecticut to his mom and dad's house.
Yeah, and I finally had to say to you, look, you're going to have to talk to him because he would really try to go to Connecticut.
Yeah, that's what it was. So Fred had this thing every weekend. He had to go to Connecticut to see his parents. Because Fred had no other people. Now that he has his wife, he hasn't seen his parents in years. When's the last time you've seen your parents? Be honest.
6 years ago.
No, come on, be honest.
Christmas.
Was it Christmas?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's typical. You won't see him again until next
Yeah,
Christmas.
right, and you won't see him again until next Christmas. Be honest.
Anything's possible.
Right.
But you admit you see them less.
Right. Oh, less, please. He sees them once a year now, and he hardly calls them. Well, the point is, when he was flying solo and just had us and no girlfriend or anything, he was at the parents no matter what. If there was 12 inches of snow being dumped hourly on the city, Fred had to get to Connecticut to see those parents. He could not bear to spend the weekend alone. So Robin said to me, you better speak to Fred. So I said, Fred, you know, I was trying to make it like a little kid, trying to make it fun. Fred, it'll be fun. You'll stay over. We'll buy dinner. It'll be fun. So he's like, okay, but I have to get to Connecticut the next day. I mean, it was insanity.
Yeah.
So,
can I ask a question?
Yeah.
When you guys lived in Washington, did Fred used to visit Connecticut a lot?
Yeah, all the time.
Buy into that, Jerry.
It has to be true.
That's why.
All I know is Fred disappeared once for like a couple of days. I wouldn't tell anybody where he went. Remember that, Robin?
From Washington?
From Washington?
Yep. You don't even know about this,
No.
maybe. Fred, all I know is I kept calling him, and I kept going over to his place, and nobody knows where he went.
Because
And
he
then
didn't even show up for work.
Right, and then when I got a hold of him, I said, Fred, where were you? He said, personal business. And
That's
it
right,
was
because he
Fred's,
had that wacky house he was living in.
yeah, it was Fred's lost weekend.
And we didn't know what had happened to him.
Where did you go?
That's
Now,
a lot
can you
of
tell me?
speculation.
How long was he gone?
Come on, Fred, where did you go? He was gone for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then returned like nothing happened.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Sunday?
It was like Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, because we definitely...
That wasn't the infamous Florida trip, was it?
No. That's a whole nother story that I can't get into right now.
That's something else entirely different.
That's a legend.
Yeah, that happened in New York.
So anyway, I convinced Fred to stay at my place. Fred stays, and we take him shopping. We run to the supermarket. Everyone's there, and we were going to make fish that night. We were going to fry some fish or something, and Fred wouldn't tell us that he doesn't eat fish.
Yeah, he just sat there.
Yeah. So finally, my wife realized that Fred does not eat fish. Because we got him home that night, fed him fish, and he wouldn't eat. So then we went out, and we said, Fred, what do you eat? And he couldn't tell us what he ate. I think he was embarrassed, so he finally admitted that he eats hot dogs.
Right.
So we went out and got him hot dogs.
And I remember calling you, like, on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was, talking to you, and you all of a sudden said, Fred's still here.
Fred won't leave. And all the snow had melted. There was, like, this huge heat wave. The snow had melted. Everyone had dug themselves out, and Fred still wouldn't leave. And he just wouldn't go.
Great.
He just wasn't. I was like, "Hey, Fred, maybe you wanna go home." Oh no, I don't think it's safe now. Yeah, it was like weird. So you know how Fred latches on.
Well, yeah. But I mean, I like hanging out with him. But I know, like, one.
Be honest.
One really cool thing that he did once.
Yeah.
Was we went to California on a trip, and Fred had that car that he loved.
Right.
That he took really, really good care of.
Yeah, Fred thinks whatever car he gets is the best car in the whole world.
Fred takes incredible care of cars.
Yeah, and also he only gets what his father gets. You know that too?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No.
His father has the same car all the time.
Well, he had the T-Bird, and it was like the special edition. I remember that.
And his father told him that Ford made the best cars, and that the T-Bird...
They were on top of things. They had made the best innovations
right.
now.
I remember that.
Coming back.
My dad tells me this.
Yeah, and then his dad got his dad's got one of those Jeeps now. That's what Fred has.
Well, I bought the Jeep before he did.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm letting a lot of lies fly.
Okay, fine. All right.
So anyway,
Fred, you did tell us that about the T-Bird. It was your dad.
Yeah, everything was your dad. And then Fred would even look at a piece of furniture and go, my dad can build this better.
Remember when he was turning over my furniture because he was going to tell his father how to make it?
Yeah. I don't know why. He couldn't go out and just buy it.
I don't know.
So anyway,
Fred came into Robin's apartment, started analyzing the furniture, and going, "I think my father can make this. I want to just draw a little blueprint of this furniture."
Silly me.
Yeah. Yeah, silly you. You're silly. You're the man from Mars.
And he had. Do you still have that stereo, Fred, that you built yourself?
It's probably somewhere, but I don't know where.
All right, anyway.
So we went to California for a week. We were at NBC. We went on that 1 week trip.
Right.
And Fred didn't want to leave his car in the driveway in Queens.
Right.
So he asked if it was okay to... I said, hey, leave it at my parents' house, because they have, room in the driveway.
Uh-huh.
So I got back a day later.
Yeah.
Fred got back on, like, a Saturday afternoon.
Right.
And he took a cab to my parents' house. And when I got back the next day, I said, oh, Fred, pick up the car? And my parents go, yeah, he was here till 4:30 in the morning.
Oh. Yeah. And what did he do?
They drank and ate.
Oh, man.
And hung up with my parents. They drank a bottle. Him and my brother drank a bottle of scotch.
Because Fred never had anything to do.
But do your parents usually stay up until 4:30 in the morning?
No, but they didn't. I got to tell you, they didn't mind it. They enjoyed it. But
they don't mind it, but you don't realize what's happening. Fred just won't leave. I'm telling you, Fred doesn't leave.
I thought it was funny that my parents were up till 4:30 with Fred.
Yeah, in the old days when I used to have people over my house, Fred would just stay.
Yeah.
And then finally I have to say, Fred, I think we're all going to bed now.
Okay.
So why was I talking about Fred?
Because of that chest pain thing.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, the infamous story was that Fred ran up to his parents' house on the weekend, as usual, and he always used the excuse that his parents needed help around with chores.
Well, his big thing was, I know, was he had a lot of times he had to cut the lawn.
Yeah. Right. This had to be the most manicured lawn
But I think
ever.
it was, I always got the impression that Fred was on one of those like John Deere things that you drive, like that you sit in.
Right, like he was plowing
like a
back
big
40.
one.
Yeah, I don't know what Fred was doing, but all I know is Fred goes up there and decides he's going to chop wood. And, you know, Fred's a mental patient. If you give Fred wood to chop, he'll just keep chopping, and if you don't tell him to stop.
Like John Henry.
Right.
He cut down a tree like Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, so he went up there. He was out of shape.
Makes a forest into sort of.
Yeah. So he comes home, and he's got the worst pains in his chest.
From totally overdoing it.
From totally, overdoing it. And now Fred thinks he's having a heart attack. So, of course, Fred, who's having a heart attack, can't call anyone. Because Fred's uptight. Fred doesn't know how to call anyone. Fred didn't even know how to open a bank account at this time. Fred didn't have his own bank account.
That's true.
I just said, Fred, we'll take you to get a bank account. You can, listen to this, you can put your money in the bank and write a check. You don't have to keep all this cash on you.
Right, because he was like hiding his money under the mattress.
Yeah, but he was like, I don't know, if I put it in the bank, what happens if they take it?
His father had never told him about banks.
No. And his father, I guess, doesn't trust banks. Or something was going on. When I met Fred, he was like a babe out of the woods.
Well, I told you about the time he called me. He needed some money for something.
Yeah.
And I said, well, come over and pick me up, and I'll go to the bank. He said, but the banks are closed today. I said, don't worry, Fred. I have a card. He had no idea you could get into the bank.
Amazing.
It's like,
he didn't know anything about ATMs.
He's like Jethro Bodine. He's out of the hills. What do you mean you're going to use this pool table for a game? I thought we're supposed to eat on it. So anyway, Fred was having a heart attack, and for some reason, I guess he called you.
He didn't call. He just came over.
Oh, he came over?
Yeah.
And Robin wouldn't open her door. That's in Robin's book.
Really?
Yeah. But I won't reveal the end of that story.
Big question, Robin. Did you know it was Fred?
You got to read the book.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Always a saleswoman. So anyway...
Did she pretend she wasn't home?
I could say yes.
No.
No. All right. All right. Read the book.
That's the thing. Up until
it's a tease for the book.
Up until this point, I thought Fred was crazy and Robin was sane.
Yeah, right.
Now it's even.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's definitely even. So.
We must have been a delightful group.
Oh, man. I just remember Fred's big heart attack, and it's like, hey, you ninny, you chopped wood for 12 hours straight. What do you expect?
But I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at the time.
Well,
Fred wound up in the emergency room.
He was in the emergency room, and I said, Fred, do you understand that did you do anything unusual? He's like, no. I said, where did you go this weekend? Well, it's my parents. Well, did you do anything unusual? No. Oh, really? Well, did you eat something strange? No. Did you have any activity? No. Well, in fact, I didn't have time for any activity. I was chopping wood. It's like, what? I had to do a lot of chores.
Didn't have time to overexert.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So it was just weird.
Yeah. But Fred, remember the time Fred had to go to
did Fred go to
court?
But did Fred go to the emergency room himself?
Yeah.
Fred, you really did? 'Cause that must have taken a lot, because you were in those days afraid.
He was really scared.
He was afraid to go anywhere.
Yeah. Doctors.
His heart was like an overdrive? Like it was...
Oh, it was like my arm was numb the whole 9 yards. It was like...
I almost lost Fred.
And I kept saying to myself, look, I overdid it, but the more you kept, doing the, telling yourself that you're okay, okay, the worse you felt. So it's like...
So how did you know how to go to an emergency room? That must have freaked you out.
I was going to go talk to Robin. I figured if I talked to somebody, she would just say, look, you're nuts right now. You just overdid it. You're not having a heart attack. Go home.
But wait a minute.
It would have been fine.
Did you drive all the way?
Robin really came through for you.
Did he drive all the way from Connecticut to New York?
No, he was living here.
Yeah, no, he drove from Connecticut to New York.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
He chopped the wood, drove home.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but the pain didn't set in.
No, it didn't. It wasn't that day.
It was delayed. It was it was muscle exertion.
Right.
You know?
Well, so they reacted the next day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? I have something that I've always wanted to ask Fred.
Uh-oh.
You know, since I met him and since we're doing this whole thing.
Good luck.
No, the thing that I always found, not strange, but the hardest thing about that Fred had to deal with, when I met him, which was like 1984, we spent a year at NBC, then we got to K-Rock, and I don't know how long we were at K-Rock till he met Princess Norris. But as far as I know, in that entire time, which was probably like 2.5 years, I don't believe Fred ever had... I mean, I remember Fred and I used to rap about it all the time, and he just
what
said
did
he said he just didn't have the opportunity to meet women.
Oh, okay.
Fred, is that true? You didn't have for 2 years?
It seemed like a long time.
Yeah, it was about really? Because I thought Fred was a homo.
And my mother wanted to set him up with one of my cousins. I felt so bad for him.
Well, I was sure Fred was a homo. You know, because everyone always says to me, geez, Robin, a lesbian. I never thought you were a lesbian. Honestly, I swear. I always thought Fred was a homo. Because, and I used to test him. One night, I was in a hotel room, and I said, Fred, let's share a room. And Fred...
That's your room, wasn't it a bed?
No, it was a room, Robin. Let's take it easy over there. Come on. I am not attracted to Fred. Not much. Who can resist him?
I shared a room with Fred once. I never thought...
First of all, in those days, Fred used to smell like coffee because he drank way too much coffee. Yeah, but the coffee, he used to have a really stinky breath. You don't drink coffee anymore, do you?
I do, but...
not as much. He used to be obsessive about it. That coffee cup was never...
Well, you know why? His dad drinks a lot of coffee.
He definitely...
Yeah. He does everything his dad.
Everything is...
Dad loves coffee.
If his dad wore a coat, he wore that.
Yeah, right. I'm right.
Well, you know what was really cool when you went to Fred's...
See, Fred's book is the opposite of yours. Fred did everything his father did. So anyway, I was convinced Fred was a homo because I knew some good-looking girls who wanted him, and Fred wasn't even reacting.
Remember that one girl who hung around with Fred and listened to him play that silly guitar
and she thought he was singing to her?
Now, she was nice. Come on.
She was a piece of ass. She was a piece of ass. Washington.
Very nice.
A piece of ass.
Is this the black woman?
Yeah.
And she hung around, I mean, hours. She was like, Robin, well, we just talked and talked. And she didn't know Fred would just talk and talk.
I would have taken this girl and given her a workout like you wouldn't. This girl was throwing herself. She was like pressing her lips up against Fred, doing anything. She has a body of a Barbie doll.
And you never asked him about it? It's just...
Listen.
Oh, we asked him all the time.
You try to talk to Fred about stuff.
No, but I don't mean you and Robin. I mean, you ever say, hey, you hitting on her?
Yeah, we would say...
I mean, you
and what would Fred had a rule, remember?
He says, I don't date people I work with.
That's right.
You don't crap where you eat.
Yeah. But meanwhile, I wasn't dating anybody, and the guy had that. So I said, okay, the guy's a homo. So one night, we're in a hotel room, and we're in the room, and I'm getting ready for bed, and I had my pants off, and so I'm walking around in my underwear, brushing my teeth.
Baiting the trap.
Yeah, baiting him, because, my body will really turn a guy on. And, Fred got into a corner, and, literally just, I remember he got changed really super fast.
Like the way you get changed in gym class in 5th grade.
Yeah, what he did was he got into the corner, he pulled his pants and his shirt off real fast, he was wearing boxer shorts, and he quickly jumped into the bed. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't see him.
How excited you were getting.
So I said, man. I said, what's his story?
Why did you do that, Fred? Did you think he might be interested in you?
You want to know something? I always picked up a vibe from him that he was slightly homo.
Oh, such a liar.
I swear to God.
I'm a married man. You're insane.
I'll tell you the truth. When I started on this show and you guys used to do your homo thing, Fred, I always thought you two were way too good at it. There was a time at Club Benet when I was watching you two really getting into it, and I said to myself, is this the Emperor's, is this right in my face, and these two are screaming homos, and I can't...
Kidding.
Howard, I know the time. I can tell you the exact time.
You were so believable. These two are really in love.
I can tell you the exact
time. I made out with them once.
All right. I can tell you the time that you're talking about. Because we were all talking about it. Robin had this purple silk shirt, and Fred put it on, and it was just, I don't know, it was like, it was right.
Transformed.
Yeah.
It's my color.
I don't know.
It was like Frosty's hat or something.
Yeah, Fred's way too comfortable wearing that stuff.
But you, feminine side.
You settled into there was the two. There was like
you guys were caressing each other.
There was magic between.
Guy has a good body. I'll give him that. Come on. Come on. He's a woodsman.
You were way too into it.
He chops wood.
The time that it really I questioned it was when you and Fred and Al Rosenberg were going to do that morning show.
Yeah.
For the first time,
and Fred played my wife.
Dressed up as your wife.
And looked way too good.
And looked too good in a dress.
People were calling in and saying, your wife is really pretty. It was really strange.
Like, Fred makes a great woman.
He had long black hair. And
I'm a hell of a dame.
He had a nice body. Big chest. So anyway, So I tested for that night. He didn't seem to be homo, but...
You guys were in the same bed?
No. What are you, insane?
Wasn't there a story where
I'm not like you.
No, it was always a room.
No, that was your story with Hawthorne. You ended up in the same bed.
We're not on me today yet.
All right.
It was always a room. But for a long time, every time we went somewhere, we could never afford more than 2 rooms. So you and Fred were always bunking together.
I know. I want to bunk with you. All right, so there it is. That's another story about...
Fascinating chapter.
In Fred's life.
The man from Mars on Earth to take a look. He can read your mind just like an open book. Yes. He's a man from Mars and he's extremely clever. Brilliant but kind in every endeavor.
All right, very good. Gary and I look laughing every time Jackie laughs. Jackie's way too into it.
He enjoys it too much.
He just did 3 separate, distinct laughs.
No, you know what it is? The whole time you're talking to Fred, I have thought this whole thing was so hysterical, but I'm absolutely paranoid because one giggle from me could make the whole wind shift and make the whole thing come on me. So I'm just like...
Right, you got to be quiet.
You know, all I got to do is like, whomp. Bye-bye, Fred. Hello, joke man.
Jerk man. All right, very good. So there's a little insight into the... people love Fred and love to know what he's up to.
You know what? We don't know any more about Fred than we did.
Do you imagine Fred, though, going without for 2 years and, like, having the, the availability of all these women? That is really...
When we were at NBC, you could walk through the intern office there at night where they made all those telephone calls, and it was all girls.
And they all
they were all arguing about who
the thing is,
liked
the guy,
more.
I mean, I understand why I'm going crazy. I have women throwing themselves at me, and I'm married. He was single.
Yeah, and he refused to give his favors to any of them.
You know who his girlfriend was for a while?
Who?
The Vietnamese woman across the street in the deli.
Yeah.
Fred used to go there like every night and get dinner, and there was this like pretty cute Vietnamese girl. He would go and rap to her a lot at night.
Oh, yeah?
Really? See, I didn't know that.
But I mean, they weren't a couple.
Did he ever ask her out?
No. They just would go talk to her all the time.
Right. Dating the enemy, huh?
Sorry, man.
All right.
With the enemy.
Sorry, I didn't go to Nam.
Yeah, well, I did. I don't like that.
Getting secrets.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 97.1 The Eagle.
7:18 at the Eagle. This is Brad Baxter. Eagle weather partly sunny today. A high of 65. A little wet right now, but it should get sunny by this afternoon. Tonight, cloudy with a chance of rain and a low of 47. Tomorrow should be pretty wet, and we should only see a high of about 47. Right now, it's 59 in Dallas, 56 in Fort Worth. Checking traffic for the Comedy Defensive Driving School in Dallas. Harry Hines near Motor Street. Police responding to a disturbance reported at a protest in the hospital district. Injury accidents reported eastbound 175 CF on at Ed Road just north of Beltline. Southbound I-35 Stemmon Service Road just past Justin Road. Care flight on the scene of a wreck involving a turned-over car. No delays, even though the service road is blocked. Northwest Highway at Marsh Lane near the Target store. Injury accident there. Also Ferguson at PV. Police report a school bus involved and is reported to be on fire. Eastbound Forest at Abrams. Northbound Harry Hines at Wycliffe. The right and center lanes blocked. Watch for delays there. And westbound Davis at Loop 12 Walton Walker. Injury accident there as well. And a signal malfunction. Northwest Highway at 75 Central. The lights flashing red. Traffic very slow in all directions. And that's traffic. I'm Brad Baxter on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's me again. Your car. It's yellow. It's yellow. It's yellow. It's red. Now you need to call Comedy Defensive Driving School at 8 Comedy.
97.1 The Eagle wants to throw the biggest and best funeral Howard, Robin, and the boys have ever seen. And we need your help.
Show your support of the Howard Stern Show by putting a Howard Stern bumper sticker on your car.
Pick up your free Howard Stern stickers at any high-tech car audio, the cellular phone store in Bedford, Richardson Bike Mart, and any American Honda Superstore.
Fill out the entry form on back to enter a daily drawing for Howard Stern t-shirts.
The Howard Stern bumper sticker from your pure rock station.
97.1
LOWERS.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
Yeah. Thank you. Jackie Jokeman. To order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD or cassette, it's $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. It's a Jokeland special going on right now. You buy 2, you get 1 free. Hard to believe that he can make a profit doing that. You could buy 2 CDs for $10? Seriously?
No, it's 3 for the price of 2 if you buy.
You buy for $20. You
Still a pretty
get
good deal.
It doesn't sound as good as what I thought. What's the difference? Call 1-800-323.